This is the time of year when people really hit the stress button, and the relapse tendencies for the holidays tends to take full effect. Most people that are new to sobriety have probably had a problem over Thanksgiving, and my main thing is this isn't medical advice. This is just hypothetical, conjecture on my part. I think one of the main problems is we're treating this as a disease when it's really a spiritual condition. There's a spiritual reason that we're trying to put things in our system to give us comfort, and we're filling things up in our system that are causing us either physical or emotional or spiritual discomfort or pain, or things that we can't get beyond. And that is not a disease. Okay, that is like a psychological kind of thing. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that the symptoms and all that and the withdrawals are that, but for me, a lot of people are doing the aftercare for their say they're sober for a couple weeks or whatever. A lot of people aren't really, I would say, let's call it maintenance. They're not really expanding their tools of they're not really downloading new information per se. They're not really going out there and seeking more answers. They're not really putting themselves out there. They're kind of just doing the bare minimum, and flying by the seat of their pants, when they think that all they have to do is maybe go to a meeting once a week, or read a 12-step help book, or go to AA or NA. And I'm not saying any of those things are bad things, but they're all like vitamins. Like vitamins, they're great, but if you're not eating right and you're not working out and you're not taking care of yourself, you're really just wasting your time and your energy, because they're synergistic with a well-balanced, healthy lifestyle. And I think a lot of people have a hard time keeping it real with themselves, and don't want to be fucking brutally honest with what they've done or what they are, or I just remember being an outpatient and looking across at some college-age girl who was pretty attractive, going, well, this is going to be pretty fucking embarrassing. But when you own your shit and you own your story, no one can really add anything or take anything away from you, because you are out in front of it, and I think that that's a major component of it. I also think that during the holidays, people are triggered and they don't have the tools. They don't have the information that, our main thing is, for relapsing, is what is the warnings of a relapse? What is the signs that I'm getting close to a relapse? Is uncle, whatever, gonna fucking annoy me into having a drink, and then me calling my friend on the way home going, fuck it, you know what I mean? Like, everybody thinks I'm a failure or whatever the story is. If you have, you need like a support group, you need tools, you need self-care, you need spiritual, you need to tap into having a personal relationship with, for me and some people, they just have a higher power, and that's fine, but for me is I'm consistently doing having a routine. I'm consistently praying. I'm consistently taking inventory. I'm consistently holding myself accountable. I'm consistently being imperfect and not perfect, and I'm consistently being able to look in the mirror and talk to myself. I'm consistently able to wear my glasses, where for 10 years I never wore my glasses because I didn't like who I was, and I couldn't face myself in the mirror. But I really feel like, you know, one of the major... What are you stuck on? Are you stuck on something? Yeah, you're stuck on a bag around your neck. Yeah, my cat. He's always licking bags. Come here. Goof. Can't make this shit up. You know, I'm consistently taking an approach where I don't ever let things like, like relationships are a big hot point for relapse. Is this argument or this relationship, is it pushing me into arenas where I need to medicate myself? What are the conversations that we get into that are I already know in advance or something like that? But I just really think that people kind of go into the holidays ill-equipped. I really think one of the biggest things that people don't do is they don't go to therapy, or they don't seek out counselors, or they don't seek out sponsors or mentors or stuff like that. And so, I personally have never had a sponsor. I've had a couple people that, I've had meetings that I really liked, and I went to a lot of meetings that sucked, so I had to consistently go to new meetings and I had to consistently go. You're not going to get stuff out of every meeting, but the more you put into it, it's like sobriety and, like exercise, say. People talk a lot about sobriety, but when I start talking to them about the stuff that, you can do, like the easiest tools you have are on YouTube and the internet and Kindle and books that you can download, and you have the Bible, and, just being able to pray. Like for me, just being able to pray every morning when I get up, and I thank God for, delivering me from this scourge that held me where it held me, that was destroying my life and ultimately was going to, I was eventually taking my life at the time I was getting sober, because that's what we're all doing when we're using drugs. No matter what people think, we have this condition that's a spiritual condition, but it eventually costs people their lives. It's sometimes it's slower in some people, and sometimes it's faster in others. But if left untreated, it's like anything else, It's a dangerous game we're playing. So why wouldn't you, it's like, why wouldn't you aggressively, you have to get past. It's like when I started going back to the gym, I was 310 pounds. Well, I had to get past the embarrassment of being, a big fat ass and going to the gym, and, people think that, like, people are paying attention to them. No one's paying attention to you when you walk into an NA meeting. You know what I mean? No one cares, if it's the first meeting you've been to or whatever, No, you don't even have to talk at the first one. But I'll just tell you, therapy, counseling, prayer, all of this stuff, having a routine. Like this morning, I get up. I have to, I take the dog out. It's like this outside. I got up at 3:00. I always get the right amount. Like, you always want to get the right amount of sleep, and you want to take care of yourself. So, I woke up at like 3. I got like 8.5 hours of sleep. Get up out of bed, blah, 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 take the dog for a walk. I don't want to do certain things. Like, I didn't really want to ride my bike this morning, but I said, man, you'll feel a lot better if you ride for 20 minutes. I really wanted to go lay back down for 20 minutes and just listen to a bodybuilding podcast. I didn't, I am consistently never saying, oh, I've arrived, I've got this sober thing beat. Listen, at any time, I could run into somebody that I can't tell you how many dealers I had that didn't really know what they were selling and would sell me Percocets for $1.50 or would trade them for this or trade, or whatever. I can run into somebody that will go, oh, I'll just give you a bottle, I can't tell you how many people that I talk to that go, man, I got some of those in my medicine cabinet. I wasn't even thinking, I can't take them. Do you want them? That's all it takes, So for me, and it's like, there's things that you gotta realize that you don't know everything. There's a reason why they call it people, places, and things. There's a reason why you don't see me hanging around with people that do drugs. There's a reason why you don't see me at bars. There's a reason why you don't see me here or you don't see me there. There's a reason why I go home usually before the streetlights are on. That's part of the routine, but it's also part of people, places, and things. They say the appearance of evil is evil. If you're out fucking around, driving around at night, you got a better chance of getting arrested for whatever reason. You know what I mean? If you're home and you're in your bedroom, you got a lot less chances. You got a lot less chances of relapsing if you're not hanging out with your friends at a strip club that are single or whatever. There's a lot of things that, I mentioned, from moral inventory to growing the fuck up. I hate to use the word manning up, but human up, I guess, would be the word. Be brutally honest with yourself. Goals, write things down. I remember writing all of this stuff down. I'm going to lose a bunch of weight. I remember telling my doctor I'm not going to go on disability. I was 309 pounds. I need to go back to the gym. I'm going to get off pain pills. And that was something that he couldn't believe. Somebody would say, I'm going to start taking care of myself, start getting blood work done. I found out I had low testosterone from, from a shot that I got when I worked at the prison to even opiates lower that shit. And, I started coming up with a plan. What do I want to do? I want to move to Florida. I want to do this. I want to lose weight. I want to stay sober. I want to do this, and where do I see myself in 5 years? I don't really make those type of plans. I do plans, by the week. Like, I'm very intuitive to when it comes down to, I get up in the morning. I don't know if I'm going to go to the gym. Sometimes, most of the time, I get up in the morning and I say to myself while I'm in the shower, my hip hurts, my shoulder hurts, my hand hurts, whatever, because I'm old. And just, aches and pains, and, my bicep hurts from fucking having a relapse on fentanyl and it killing me, and me falling back into my table and somebody leaving me for dead and waking up and being in way more pain, and my whole, this whole area, it kills me. So I wake up in the morning and I usually say I'm not going to the gym. So then I'm out feeding the cats. Maybe I usually go for a bike ride. I usually say I don't want to go for a bike ride, but I'll go ride my bike, and I start feeling better while I'm riding my bike. And I think a lot of, sobriety should include some kind of physical fitness, whether it's hiking, walking. You have to get outside. You have to get after it. You have to move. You can't be getting sober and not having a job. You know what I mean? So if you don't have a job and you're getting sober, you need to find something to fill that time up. I get up, like my last day off, I'll just tell you, got up at 7:30, 8 o'clock. That's late for me, okay? Was tired, fed the cats, and all of a sudden I got this surge of adrenaline. While after I was done, I rode my bike and I said, I'm going to the gym. Clean the house, come home, clean the house, mop, take the dog, fill the cat stuff, their water, inside, outside, wipe out their, get on my hands and knees and scrub shit, get behind furniture, vacuum. I was on my feet till 7:30. I didn't even get a chance to take a nap, filling your day with stuff, but, I just think a lot of people they think it's not easy. You know, if it was easy, you wouldn't be watching this. If it was easy, it wouldn't be a thing, you know, but it can be done. But you have to have a plan of attack, and you have to realize that, yeah, there's a lot. I'm not saying the stuff I say about my relationship with Jesus Christ, who's my personal savior, because I'm trying to like sound, you know, like spiritual or churchy or whatever. I have a relationship with the creator of everything, okay? And he hears me and I hear him. That is, if you can do that and you can get down on your hands and knees, there's only one reason why I talk about it, because it's the way, you know. It is the way, you know. I wish I could have everybody experience the the stuff that the you know, I wouldn't be walking around spending all the money I spend on these cats if I wasn't sober. If I didn't have that if I wasn't born again and didn't have the spiritual eyes and the new heart and the new life and this new zest for life that comes with salvation and all of that stuff. The reason why I talk about it is because, man, like, I just want to tell people, especially people that are getting sober, like, you know, the Lord took that stuff from me. I got on my hands and knees and said, God, you're the only one that can do this. And people go, well, that sounds desperate, or that sounds like that's for weak people. You're damn right it is for weak people. I was in the lowest point of my life. Now, I never, you know, like he did it in the Bible. It's all about, he takes people that are weak and transforms them. That's what the Bible really is. It's all losers and people that didn't have a shot, that he, you know, when they were humbled enough and they put away their pride and got down on their hands and knees. It's something that, it's like, you know, I'll get back to exercise. It's like lifting weights. I look like I lift weights. You can't fake that. You know what I mean? You can't fake it. You know, you can fake it as long as you think you can fake it, but it will show. The cracks start to show. You know, I don't have a lot of friends because, you know, believing in Jesus Christ isn't a popular thing. Being sober isn't going to get you a lot of friends. Being a gym nerd isn't going to get you a lot of friends. You know, just living what some people would consider a boring life. You know, oh, you don't own a television. What are you? You know, da 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 da. You know, it's like, I spent 10 years watching television. There's nothing on there. Mathematically, there's only so many ways in the universe a show can end. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Like, while you're watching a show, you've seen this show before. It's just the characters are different. You know, you're writing the story of your own show, you know, and you choose how to make it end. You know, you can take my advice and do what you want with it. You can take my advice and go, nah, I've heard all this churchy stuff before. This isn't church. This isn't religion. You know what I mean? This isn't something that I'm talking about because I'm trying to earn brownie points or something. So I just tell people, you know, like, you really want the real answers in life, always come down to this. Ask God to reveal himself to you. If you're truly seeking answers in life, Ask the one true God, the creator of everything. The thing the world hates the most is Jesus Christ. There's a reason why. They don't want you to figure out that there's power in his name and his name alone. He created everything. Think about it. You didn't even choose to be here. How complicated our ecosystem is, our own biology, and, you know, everything that goes into our body and all of this stuff. It wasn't from evolution. You know what I mean? There's a reason why you're here. He knew you before the foundations of the earth were formed. Get on it. Get after it. This is all stuff. I'm not special. I'm not somebody that I had been losing and losing and losing for years. And I was at the point where I was almost defeated. I want to see people win. Do you know what I mean? Like, I really do. I want to see people win, you know? So I talk about the real true way of winning. It's not carrot juice and kale smoothies. It's not yoga. Okay, it's not meditation. Okay, this is foolproof.